Hao, I am Muneiwa Magadani, a fourth-year student studying traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture in the University of the Western Cape, where we are currently. And I'm going to take you with to just check out the Confucius Institute. Let's go. How I started to learn traditional Chinese medicine was that in 2017, I found out that I got into the program. I didn't really know what traditional Chinese medicine was, but the idea was I was gonna learn it for 1 year and then transfer to another degree in the health sciences. But then when I started my classes, I realized that I was falling in love with the approach and the diagnosis and the way they treat in traditional Chinese medicine and the Chinese culture itself. My understanding of BRICS and I think how BRICS has impacted my experience in studying Chinese medicine or just studying in the university with the Confucius Institute, I would say, is the fact that we have the Confucius Institute in our university and many other universities in South Africa and other countries, of course, but focusing on the University of the Western Cape, right, where I am studying, I've seen how students are able to take HSK classes to learn Mandarin, which exposes them to the Chinese culture, the language. I've seen the exchange in cultures, the South African culture coming together with the Chinese culture. And I've heard also about the summer program. I think that's what it's called, where students get to travel to China. And I think those things have been made available to us because of of BRICS partnering with the Confucius Institute. My impression of traditional Chinese medicine after studying for 4 years, I would say that I see how it contributes in the health industry, in the health world, and towards the overall health of patients, right? In clinic, in practice, we see a lot of patients that have tried a lot other more options, say Western medicine options of treatment, and how they hadn't maybe really figured out how to diagnose or how to treat their symptoms or the manifestation of the condition that they have. And I see how the approach of traditional Chinese medicine with their syndrome differentiation and just finding a balance between yin and yang has really contributed to the health of the patient. So I think that's something that everybody needs to know about. So being from South Africa, I think the similarities I've seen between traditional Chinese medicine and African traditional medicine would be that they both take a natural approach to treatment because they both use herbs. Maybe they have a bit of differences here and there with their herbs, but they both use herbs to treat their patients. I think I've learned how life it's the balance, the yin and yang theory, right? How we need to find balance between everything around us. So my career plans with my traditional Chinese medicine after I finish next year is I've considered doing my master's in China. I really want to do that. I'm not quite sure what I will major in, but I really love gynecology, so I'm leaning more towards that. Although I've heard about other students who are working overseas, so that's also an option to think about. But I think I'll go with the studying in China.